Alright, good morning everybody. It is Saturday, beginning of the weekend. Here at 24-hour fitness, hitting our cardio before we smash out a leg session. I'm gonna go ahead and film for you guys today. One day earlier, usually I do my filming on Sunday for you guys for the content for YouTube, but figure I haven't done a leg video in a while, full leg day workout. So for you guys, I want to go ahead, do a full leg day workout. I don't normally do legs over here. I normally do legs at my other local gym. We're gonna go ahead and mix it up, see what we have over here today, and we're gonna go ahead and kill it. So right now, we're hitting our fasted cardio. We're gonna hit a hard cardio, 32 minutes, Stairmaster, sprint intervals, or some of you guys know it, HIIT training, before we smash out legs. And a lot of you guys are gonna wonder, why would I hit a hard cardio session before I do legs? Because I want to. But remember, there's always a meaning, reason, and purpose behind everything I do, guys. If you guys want to know more, you guys can sign up for my Be Extraordinary coaching program. But anyway, guys, we'll see you for the workout. Alright guys, so we're done with the Stairmaster. Fasted cardio for today, 32 minutes, this sprint intervals, level 6 to level 12. We did it for 2 minutes on, 2 minutes off. Now we're gonna move on to our first exercise for legs. It's gonna be a superset. We're gonna be warming up with this. We're gonna be doing leg extensions, superset with hamstring curls, and then we're gonna be doing the prone position, which means lying down. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys this. This is only gonna be a warm up. So again, for you guys watching, biggest tip to take away from this is basically to just squeeze the muscle. Remember, we're moving the weight by squeezing the muscle, not moving the weight with leverage or any mechanical advantage that we can have. The name of our game is bodybuilding, so we want to be able to stimulate the muscle, not just move through the motion with our joints. So again, you guys, leg extension superset with hamstring curls.
Just to know what you knew, restless every time we start looking as lost control. Oh, it's paradise with honesty, but I'm in the dead of the night. Let the darkness take control. Let the darkness take control. Darkness take control. May the darkness take control. Take me in small, breathe me in and let me go. Sink to your heart to find you. Open up your eyes till you're blinded by the lies, so you can see what you do. Restless every time we start looking as
Alright guys, so after we finish our warm-up, leg extension superset with leg hamstring curls, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the hack squat. So over here at this gym, they have the Trac plate loaded one. So we're gonna utilize this, same thing just like back at home. We set it up a little bit different. Of course, we use the blue resistance bands. Again, I'm experimenting with that, with the hack squat. Again, this is something that I don't normally implement, but changing it up. Instead of doing barbell squats in the off season, we're doing hack squats. I feel like it's definitely taking a lot of tension off of my lower back. And also too, it's taking a lot of tension off of my knees, utilizing the resistance bands. So something that you guys can implement as well. Try it, see if it works for you. If not, just trash it. But now we're gonna go ahead and do some hack squats. We're gonna do, I guess, our first skill set, I guess I want to call it, and then we'll work out from there. We'll see if we can match the same weight as back at home. If not, then we'll go ahead and just progress up slowly, and then we'll leave off from there. The goal is to get anywhere from 8 to 10 reps per set. Maybe the last one, all depends on what we get to. We'll go ahead and up a little bit more as well, but we'll see when we get there.
breathe me in and let me go. Feeling the lungs inside you, and the blackened eyes make my way into your mind.
All right, so one thing I want to mention too for this hack squat, you guys, all machines are going to be different. So the one back at home is still the same brand, it's a Trac machine, except the platform, it's not shaped like this. It's actually a lot wider and it's lifted off the ground. This one's actually touching the ground. So if you guys noticed in my last set, I don't want you guys to repeat this. However, I was shifting my feet to get adjusted. That should always be done at the beginning of the workout. So rookie mistake, make sure you plant your feet and set it before you execute the movement. As soon as you hit that first rep, that's it, you're locked in. You shouldn't be making any adjustments from there. But again, you guys, all the machines are going to be different. It's not going to be the same. This one actually feels, I don't want to say this because I'm about to hit kind of a heavy weight, but it's actually a lot lighter than the one back at home. I know that because I can load up the weight a lot faster. Usually the one back at home, I got to go plate by plate, usually by 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then after that, we assess from there whether or not we want to go up. Because back at home, that's where I left off. Already, I'm hitting 8 on the third one. So we'll go ahead and see how this feels. Probably after this one, I'll wrap up my knees as well too. Still keep the resistance bands on. That way at the bottom, I have a little bit of that spring, but it's not to move the weight. It's to just protect me from my knees.
Till you're blinded by the lights, so you can see what you do. Restless every time we start locking as a lost control. It's paradise with a nasty bad in the dead of the night. Teardrops on the floor.
Alright guys, so you guys saw the 8 plates. So it actually went up a lot more smoothly than back at home at my home gym. So in case if you guys are wondering as well too, I know some people were asking me even in the gym. I do wear the performance sleeves by Iron Rebel. These are a lifesaver. Started actually utilizing these, I believe it was last year. I bought it at Black Friday sale, so this is actually really good. I never did use sleeves before then. I like it. I still do my wraps as well. And that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. So we are going to go up to 9 plates and we're going to see how that is. No guarantees. We'll try to move it for 8 to 10, same thing as always, and then we'll go from there. I think we can shoot up for 10 today for this gym, for this machine. I think we can do 10. So we'll see. Again, squeeze the muscle, don't just move the weight. You guys saw the 9 plates move. It was pretty heavy. Actually, it felt like maybe like kind of felt like the 8 back at home. So I actually put on 10. You guys want to pause it and count now? There's 10 on the bar, on the machine. I'm gonna try to see how this moves. You guys will also see in the video, or by then you guys already seen it, that I stopped at 8. Honestly, I was gonna stop at 8, but then I just figured I just pushed 2 more. Figured we got it, so it was pretty good. We're gonna shoot for the 10, and the same thing. We'll water it down a little bit. We'll say 6 to 8. I don't really have anyone over here that I know that can spot me. That's why 2 as well. So isn't really playing it safe, but let's go ahead and shoot for 6 to 8. I think this will be a good sticking point. Leave off of there. Move on to the next movement. Or what I'll do is I'll do a variation on here. I might just do a reverse for a dip by front, or I might move on to a leg press. Again, we'll see what's open, and then we'll see how we feel after this 10. Let's go ahead and get it. Alrighty guys, just finished the 10 plates. We did 7. I think I kind of went for the 8. I think I back off a little bit. Just kind of getting stuck already. Maybe for the bottom, maybe a quarter on the way up. So that's our sticky point. We'll go ahead and work on that for next time. But for this gym, 10 plates is gonna be our sticking point. We'll definitely progress from here. I can always load it up. I mean, could do 11 or 4 to 6, but really no point. It's not really the goal right now to lift that much. Again, just really stimulate the squeeze. Protect the knees again, and the back as well. So a lot of leg presses are thinking we might actually switch it up to something else. We might do, I don't know, maybe a Smith machine squat. We'll see. Legs are pretty fried already from this, freaking heavy. If not, we'll go ahead and do like a cable leg press. We'll do a cable leg press, and then we'll go ahead and probably superset that with something just to get some stimulation in there. If we can find something to work with. But again, you guys, I mean, the gym is getting pretty crowded already, so we'll see what we can work with. Again, just be creative, be adaptive. Sometimes you guys can't control what time you guys go. Sometimes you guys go at the busy hours. You guys can't be doing supersets, diet sets, whatever you guys do. So just go in, make it happen, train your ass off, and that's all that matters. There's no such thing as a bad workout, guys. You know, you guys always sometimes say that because maybe you didn't feel the squeeze, you didn't get the pump, but you're still focusing 100%, and that's what really counts. Whether or not you feel good that day, you go in and train. That's really what you call training. So when you feel like shit, you still go in, give your 100% best effort. Anyway, guys, we're gonna go to rack this weight and move on to the next movement for you guys. So next movement, we are actually gonna do a plate loaded leg press. A machine opened up. We're gonna go ahead and hit this. Again, this is a Trac machine. So a little bit different from the ones that we have at home. This one, again, the platform is smaller. So what I am gonna do, you guys are gonna see me, is I'm gonna place my feet a little bit higher than normal. When you do that, you actually incorporate a little more hamstrings and glutes in there, but that's okay. We're off season right now, so we don't have to worry about hitting a specific muscle group. Even though if I do have things planned out for today, we're gonna hit it regardless. So again, just gonna put on my knee sleeves. Gonna hit one set first. I'm gonna consider this as a field set. Again, plate loaded leg press. I hardly ever hit these anymore. So we're trying to incorporate the stuff that we don't normally do, so that way we can keep on making our body guess. So that way it's not used to the sequence that we're normally used to. So we can progress, we can grow, and we can also add a little more fine detail that we need for if and when we step back on stage. The first thing I noticed while hitting this Trac plate loaded leg press machine, I do have the backrest laid all the way back. That's to actually relieve a little bit of pressure on my lower back, especially when the weight starts to come forward. You have a pelvic tilt. So to avoid that, lay a little bit more back. So it's a little more comfortable on that lower lumbar every time when you gotta stretch and then push. I still feel it though. I guess it's because my feet are so high. And again, the platform is only so small. I don't know if you guys can see it. Again, I didn't look back at the video yet, but it felt awkward. So what we'll do is we'll just slowly work up the weight. And again, just keep the weight on the muscle. I do feel it tremendously on the side, IT band, that kind of area as well too, my outer sweep. So pretty good. We're gonna go ahead and keep on hitting this. Again, not trying to move a major amount of weight. Just go ahead and squeeze the muscle. Alrighty guys, one more thing to touch up on. So I didn't hit my set yet. I just put the plates on just now, but I want to just kind of go over what I just said about, you know, not hitting too much weight, but just still squeezing the muscle. I mean, putting on a great resistance to where the muscle is being worked, not necessarily the load itself. Again, definition of heavy could be different. My definition of heavy could be 45 pounds. Your definition of heavy could be 80 pounds. So really all depends from person to person. What I mean by that is the resistance, the overload that you're getting from the weight itself. That's what I mean about loading the weight. But then you still, again, want to go back to your basics and move the weight with the muscle, not with the joint or not with momentum.
It's like being small, breathe me in and let me go. Sink to your heart to find you. Open up your eyes till you're blinded by the lies, so you can see what you do. Restless every time we start looking as
Alrighty guys, the machine a little bit more with different plates, 7 plates. So kind of winning from that one. But definitely with this weight on the bar, definitely felt a lot by my hips. Hip flexors, definitely firing. Again, try to drive more with the heels. I'm telling you guys my things that goes through my mind every time when I go ahead and execute the weight. Go ahead, push off both the flat part of the foot and the heels. Drive with that. That way hamstrings and glutes become more involved. No matter what you guys, because you guys are going to implement a squatting position, a pressing position for legs. You guys are going to incorporate hip flexion. It's going to come regardless. So quads are going to be firing no matter what. And that's why everyone always has overdeveloped quads, not enough hamstrings, glutes. Myself, the same. That's why my coach also had me doing legs twice a week. One of them was focused heavily on hamstrings and glutes with calves. So that's the kind of stuff that we need to incorporate in our off season again. But again, you guys, this one was definitely more challenging. I'm gonna go and wrap up already with my knee wraps and see how it feels. Might not really go any heavier than this. What I'll do is I'll put on 1 plate instead of 2. Then jumping by 2, 3, 5, and 7. We'll try to go up to 8. See how that feels. Again, squeeze the muscle, come down. Again, I didn't watch the video yet, but it felt like it was kind of shallow already as well. So let's go ahead, put on 1 more plate, and then really try to get that stretch down, and also maybe slow down the movement on the eccentric portion just a tad bit. Definitely felt a lot better slowing the motion down. That's what it is. Change up the tempo, especially when maybe you are a little bit frustrated that day and you can't lift the same weight as you did the previous week. It's okay, guys. Weight doesn't matter. Go ahead, slow down the movement, get a different tempo, get a different rhythm into it. Work the muscle. Time under tension is key. You guys want to grow, you guys want to get bigger legs. That's what it is. You guys got to train it intense, which means you also got to make it burn. You got to feel it. Not necessarily burn, because I don't want you guys to be chasing the pump either. Not always high volume. Like today, we're mixing it up. Definitely going lower volume as well than what we're used to, 15 to 20 reps. So change it up, slow down the motion, really feel the muscle.
Suck me in small, breathe me